Wherever there are a large number of animals, there is a high risk of spreading disease. Disease can be spread through the air, by direct contact with another animal, and by fecal-oral contamination. Even the way you handle and house the animals can spread disease if you do not know the proper methods. A clean kennel not only tells the pet owner that you take pride in your work, it also prevents the spread of disease from one animal to another and keeps flies and odors under control. A kennel must not only be clean, it must smell clean. Odor is the #1 client turnoff. There is no excuse for a smelly kennel. If your kennel smells bad, change your cleaning procedures or your chemicals. Your facility should be cleaned every day and disinfected in accordance with your client's protocol. Every person has their part in keeping the kennel clean and the animal healthy, even if their job is not one of cleaning the kennels. If you notice that an animal has relieved himself anywhere in the clinic, clean it up right away. Leaving vomit or waste where the public can view it sends the wrong message about your hospital and leaves other animals at risk for catching a disease. Disease from a sick animal can also be spread from your clothing to a healthy animal. Whenever you handle a sick animal, you should change your uniform or lab coat before you hold another animal. You could also protect your clothing by wrapping the sick animal in a blanket or towel before you carry it. This may help in keeping the animal's saliva and wastes from getting onto your clothing. Washing your hands after handling animals is a necessity and will also help prevent the spread of disease. Animals must be protected from becoming ill from exposure to others. You can help by keeping a watch for sick animals and reporting them to the doctor or proper staff member. Check each animal you handle before placing it into a kennel or cage. Look for runny eyes and noses, vomiting and diarrhea, skin ailments, and abnormal behavior. Do not place a newcomer in a cage or kennel in proximity with other animals that have any of these symptoms. Locate a safe cage for that newcomer and report immediately the symptoms you saw. Never place an animal into a cage that was used to house a sick animal until after that cage has been properly disinfected. Special situations call for special precautions. Injured animals and whelping or nursing mothers should be isolated from the general population. If this is not possible, you should provide some form of screening, such as a blanket draped over the cage area to provide privacy. If nursing mothers become stressed, they may not be able to produce enough milk to feed their babies. Giving them privacy from other animals will lessen their stress. Female dogs in season should be housed as far away from kennels with males as possible to eliminate aggressive behavior on the part of the males. Overcrowding in kennels should be avoided insofar as possible. Crowded conditions are stressful for the animals and the staff alike. Such conditions also greatly increase the likelihood of human error. Extra care on your part can help prevent major problems stemming from having to handle a large number of animals. Every animal that comes into the kennel should be properly identified and documented. Become very familiar with the methods used at your hospital to identify one animal from another. You may be using special tags, collars, cage cards, or a combination of these to avoid mixing the identity of one animal with another. Mix-ups do happen, but can be avoided if you're careful and follow guidelines established by your hospital. Never place an animal into a cage or kennel without first properly identifying the animal. It is too easy to forget that you had not placed identification on that animal.